Welcome to the Chillingly Bored podcast, where we run many a tabletop RPGs. For today, we are playing A Debt to Be Claimed, Immortal World of Darkness Chronicle. So get a cup of your favorite hot beverage, whether it be a cup of coffee or tea, and chill out, prop your feet up, and get comfy because it's about to get brutal. Warning! This campaign deals with dark themes and subjects along with a grotesque amount of violence, abuse, death, and so much more. Remember, this is a World of Darkness system after all, and we are using it at its core, so that means it does deal with personal horror, and remember, you don't have to be scared or hurt yourself for the entertainment as provided. Also, remember, we are just actors and we are trying to do our best to give you a great experience. So please, any recommendations or anything to help would be amazing, because this is, of course, for you. And again, that content warning is very explicit. Just know for this episode, things are going to get real. Things are going to get very personal, and things are going to get bloody and dark. A lot like some of the things we've done in the past, but I really truly want to say it right in the beginning, so be careful walking into this episode. If you don't like blood, violence, gore, or merciless killing or anything along those lines, please do walk away. So, we walk in, the beginning. In one instance, everything can change. In one moment, the future can become what might be a living hell. Or maybe that's just what everyone needed. What they wanted without ever truly knowing it. Those thugs were not lying, though, funnily enough, by letting them survive. Our players have started a game of cat and mouse with something far worse than a few thugs. Have you ever been hunted down? The feeling of dread escalating every moment as something stalks you and continues to watch you. If only our pawns knew. Maybe if they work together, they will fight off the shadows that lurk within the dark, ones with no mercy, and if they had a soul it would be black. Only the future can tell, but if I may give some information... Only the future can tell, but if I may give some information for those who are curious, it will be bloody. There will be pain. There will be trauma, and there definitely will be death. So, if I may, hello, I am Steve the Storyteller, and welcome to A Debt to Be Claimed, Immortal World of Darkness Chronicle. Here, I am joined by three fantastic people.
Damn right.
Is really? Say hi.
Hi.
I don't think that was Zuli, but you know what? You guys
I
say
don't know
hi.
who you were talking about anymore.
As you can see,
Hi.
Anthony, Rhythm, and Connor have all joined. Connor, say hi.
Connor, say hi. Connor.
What's up, Buttercup?
There you go. And there's all of our cast for today.
Lots of things are up, Buttercup.
So,
My whole died.
well, let's get into the episode then, because we have a lot to go through.
Wait.
What? Yeah? Oh yeah? What is that? Go ahead. How warm. Okay. So, welcome to New Orleans. It's been raining a lot lately here, and after what seemed to be a small incident of last night, we are left with our four sadly scattered. Maybe the card didn't work. Or did it? They will all meet again, I'm sure of it, as premonitions never lie. The night was long, maybe thoughts or just work, but nonetheless, sleep was hard to get, and exhaustion has ensued. So the camera pans in. A man can be seen putting on a gray hoodie and sliding a duffel bag on his back with a heavy rattle of equipment. He has grace with his movements and is fast. As he walks towards a black car with dark tinted windows, his face is covered by a white beanie with three black oval-like shapes representing a ghost face. There is an uncomfortable feeling that flows down those who even so glance at him. He is not frail, but thin and extremely toned, from the hair poking out of what was or is or seems to be a beanie, and out of the black or the gray hood. His hair is a solid jet black. And so we leave off wherever the floor may be. It is night of the next night. It is around 12 o'clock. So I'm curious where all of you would be. I'm going to start with Izuli first. Where would you be at this time? Just a moment.
She's
Go ahead.
in her small little hut-like home. It's radic. It moves with the wind as it has little supports and leaky walls, holes in them. Something that you would see a child make, probably out of cardboard or something, but this was made out of like something else. It's a makeshift home with
Okay.
a small altar inside, which she's sitting down next to and praying.
Okay. So is she homeless?
Yes.
There's only 2 of us in roll 20.
Oh, let me add you guys real
Nobody
quick.
else is in.
I'm not in it right now.
Neither
You
is
guys
Adam.
are terrible.
Spider.
Adam, you're not in roll 20.
What
Okay.
a
Oh.
horrible person. How could you not?
Well, page isn't working, so give me a second.
What was that, Rhythm?
You're terrible. I can't believe you're not in roll 20.
Every time I try and sign it, tries to sign into my brother's account.
Then don't
Be
do
gone.
that.
But I'm on his computer.
Get your own.
Would you like to help me fund it?
Computer?
Yeah. See, now you have no words to say. Mwah.
But I don't usually comment on stupid shit, so
Then why do you talk to yourself?
I have to find some good conversation.
Because he has no friends.
Ooh.
Of course not.
Okay.
If I had friends, I wouldn't be hanging out with you guys.
Double oof.
Except for my friend. I have no friends.
So, Max, where would you be at this hour?
Probably in a bar drinking.
In a bar drinking? Interesting. Any particular drinks of note?
2 shots
Jack
of vodka.
Daniels.
You need scotch or whiskey,
Dude.
probably.
Scotch or
Pick some
whiskey?
good.
Do you
pick a
drink
good drink.
scotch, or do you just drink whatever they have?
Fuck, whatever they have, probably.
Jack Daniel, dude.
Something to get drunk with.
Alright. Just making sure. Just curious about how your character deals with,
Probably a stupid
if he
idea.
buys...
Don't you get disadvantage when you're drunk?
There technically is no disadvantage in World of Darkness, so...
Oh, yeet, I'm gonna get freaking stoned.
Dude, why
I
are you not getting
I
caution?
have drug effects if I grab the book real quick.
Never
No,
mind. Let's not
stop.
Never mind.
Be gone.
Stop it.
Be gone, thought.
Actually, I might need that
Remove
this
that
session.
thought from thine head.
Let me see. Where are the drugs?
What? You're not even in roll 20, Anthony. You lied to me.
I am in roll 20. It was only me and Angelo, but then Rhythm joined up, and you're still not in it.
I am.
No, you're
No,
not.
Oh, you know what? I'm in werewolf. Sorry.
You fool.
I did the wrong one. I mean, but I would never mess up.
So how much do you drink? Are you looking to get drunk? Are you just looking to have a good night? What is it you're trying to do tonight?
I want to get so
Freaking
drunk.
Probably
total
drink forget.
knockout.
So, I'm just curious to know about Max. Why does he have a connection with the biggest mob
Russian
boss
mob.
in
Oh.
town.
I don't know.
I can just grab.
I don't know why Max has a
Well, I
connection.
can explain this. It was a rather
I didn't know Max
crazy.
had a connection to a mob boss.
It was a rather crazy night.
Ooh,
Strip clubs can get crazy.
Okay.
They buddied up and they decided to go home
Wait.
together.
I didn't know you were a stripper, Anthony.
I didn't say I was in a strip club.
I'm explaining the story for you.
Well, she's the only one with an explanation right now, so.
Hey, if she knows my character best.
I do know your character best.
So
Go
he's
for
a
it.
stripper.
He's not a stripper. You met in the strip club and decided to
that's
go
no-
home together because, oh, well, quote unquote, no homo, but there was totally homo.
Yeah, I don't like where this is going.
So now, every now and again, the mob boss calls you for a booty call.
The
That's
mob
how you know
boss,
him.
the mob boss can suck my scythe down his throat. And
Well, I
fucking
thought you were gonna say
choke
something else. I'm like, I
But
think that's what he's
They
planning on
already
doing.
have. I mean, that's
him. Oh wait,
exactly
let me
why you're
rephrase that.
there.
The mob boss can fuck off and die.
Okay,
Nice,
so
Dark. They've
continue.
already done it with you.
I didn't say he was gonna fuck me.
Vlad, where would you be at this hour?
Bed.
You'd
I
be
don't
in
know what
bed?
hour it is.
I'm curious, do you have your own home or do you live in the church? Because they give you like a free housing, like free bunking.
Yes.
essentially.
Which one?
Where the hell would the connections be on your fucking character sheet?
It's just merely something I had wanted to
You
ask
pulled out of
you.
your ass?
No, it's just
I'm-
because everybody is connected in some way or another.
I
and
live
I, don't-
at my own place.
Well, thanks for telling me about this so I could come up with a backstory.
I have asked you about 100 times, Anthony.
No, you haven't. You said
Are
nothing
you
about making a
for real
connection
already?
to a mob boss.
It's not necessarily a connection, but more of a
See,
debt
I can
you
make a
have.
better backstory than you in 5 seconds.
Congratulations, you are better at everything that I shall ever do.
Damn right.
Shall I bow down to your greatness?
Wait, you're not already doing that? Do it now.
I don't fucking know you. Why would I bow to you?
Do it. Do it, child.
Child, really?
Yes.
Whenever you guys are ready to start, I'm here.
Oh, yeah, we should probably start. I'll stop making fun of you.
So, Vlad, you will be staying at just the church then. Let's put it that way. You're bunking just kind of there. They give you free room, health insurance, things along that. You're a very high up member in the church. So, it's nice. It's also a place you can call home. A place where you can study and just lodge freely without spending mass amounts of money because you don't make a lot to begin with. So, on the TV, you hear some news reports. Let's just put it lightly in that way. A red alert has gone out to children, women, and any men out there looking to get drunk or do drugs tonight. Anything of that nature. Because people have been going missing. And the bodies have not been found at all. In this local area, actually.
That's
So,
what missing means.
yes. Yes, it does.
So they don't know
Okay.
who the killer is. Or
They
kidnapper.
have no idea who's kidnapping, a killer, or whatever it may be. But people
I'm
are
safe.
going missing. Lock your doors and lock your windows. That's what they just keep saying. Be safe tonight. So, I don't know where we shall start off first. Who wants to start? Because I'm going to have to get to every single one of you, as you're all split up. But, just...
I mean, I could probably lessen that gap by having my character go out for a drink. Oh, yeah, that won't work. Never mind. She's just 16.
So, sure. Let's start with Azuli. Azuli, the rain is pattering on your makeshift home. You've made your hut in an abandoned building off of the gosh, I just had the words and now they're just kind of gone. Um, on the outskirts of New Orleans. It's a small abandoned building. There's not much to it. It's almost like a large warehouse.
Mhm.
You see a man. There's nobody really around. Everyone should be sleeping by now. This gives you time to meditate, prayer, and feel the course of magic around you. There is somebody, though, standing. A little while earlier, you heard a car pull up. It was a expensive, and as you are observative around, uh, hold on. As you are observative and look around your surroundings, you see and you know things, especially this car. It's very, very expensive, worth millions.
Lamborghini.
It's trimmed with gold. A man stepped out a little while earlier and he's just been standing there. He has a beanie of a ghost face, 3 black circles, a gray hoodie, and a duffel bag. There's an unnatural feeling whenever you look his way, and it's even more powerful. Something about that mask. You don't know where or when you've seen it. Something from your mind is blocking it out. Trauma is blocking it out, but you've seen it somewhere before. You can see a hacksaw, a blade. You can hear the slicing of flesh. Your mother, maybe? Who knows? But he just watches you, like a dog.
As I get this unsettling feeling, I get this feeling that I should discreetly make my way out. Get away from this person. They're dangerous. And I don't want to get into any trouble. I just want to work and pay off my debt.
Okay.
So she puts out her candles and takes her guitar strap, putting it around her shoulder, and walks out slowly, quietly, in case not to disturb the other residents in the area.
Okay. There are a few other homeless here as well. They're not in the warehouse, but they rest a little bit outside. You know a few of them. There's one woman named Eleanor. She's an elderly lady, frizzy gray hair, and she's a little bit psychotic. You think there might be a few marbles loose, but she's nice, overall. As you start to walk out of the back, she looks at you and grabs your hand. Hey, be careful out there, sweetheart. Okay? And she just gives you a look.
I nod to her and pat her head slightly, nodding. I'll be careful. I always am. I'll be out getting a little bit of food. Would you like some? Because I know that she has a hard time with getting food and everything. That's that.
Yes,
But I look out for the people around here.
people are not kind to the homeless around here. They're beaten and haggard. So, to have a kind spirit like you, to play music, or at least just do the smallest of things, is kind. And it makes their days just so much better. She nods to you and just curls up in her haggard plastic tent. As you start to walk away, though, and go off, you glance behind you through the open door and you can see the man start to move. He's walking. He's not making it any faster. So I'm curious, how do you want to get away? Are you going down alleyways or what are you trying to do?
Alleyways seem pretty dangerous. I want to get to a public area. Somewhere where it would be harder to, do something without the public eye noticing.
Okay. As you start to move in that direction, you're close. You're just about there. There's just one alleyway you have to get through. It's dark, but you can see the light at the end of the tunnel in the most metaphorical, literal of ways. Two abandoned buildings next to one another. It's dark, though.
Well, I just continue on. I'm sure I know this area quite well.
You do. And as you walk through, I want you to make a dexterity plus athletics roll.
Oh shit, I forgot I have these dice. 1 second.
Let's see. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So 10.
Shit.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Alright.
No worries. Go ahead and roll.
Is it a d20?
It is a look at your character sheet, and it will be dexterity plus athletics, whatever that amount of dice is. So 1 plus. You get to roll 1d10.
Mm.
You only have
Alright.
1 dexterity and 0 athletics.
Yeah, she's not the most nimble person. Alright, d10. Where's my phone? D10. Nah, here it is. Alright. Come on. Do I want high rolls or low rolls?
High.
Okay, good.
6 and
'cause
up.
that's what I'm used to.
It is a success-based system, so the more.
6. 6. Yes.
Okay.
I barely got
Well, I will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 6 successes. An arm comes out through one of the broken windows, grabs you by the hood, and pulls you. Not to say that this window isn't clear. It's absolutely not. There's still glass and wood. And he crashes you through it. There's black leather driving gloves on, and he wraps it around your neck, fast. A blade comes out of nowhere and it gets stuck to your throat. Come with me, girlie, and you'll be fine. Fight back, and I will hurt you. Is that understood?
She strains to reply, and instead of speaking, she just nods.
Good. Thugs, get over here. Put her in the car, now. We need the other 2. That was easy enough. He looks to you and he goes, a debt is to be claimed, little one. And you haven't done anything yet. Not anything of value. So we're gonna have fun with you. The blade gets put into his hoodie. The ghost face stares at you. It is hollow. You can see what seems to be a frail, tall man before you. He looms, and a dark feeling spreads. And so the camera pans out as Razuli is tied up and thrown into the car. We will get right back to her. It's hard to breathe.
I'm never gonna be able to make my jokes. This is just already tense.
Razuli, you're thrown into the back of the trunk. It's hard to breathe, and if you have a fear of closed spaces, you'd be shaking and scared right now. They put a blindfold over your eyes and zip ties around your cuffs. They make sure to tie up your feet too, just so you don't get away. It's a good thing you complied, because trust me, it'd be much, much worse if you hadn't. You didn't see the thugs' faces. They were all wearing different colored ghost masks.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do I still have my guitar and backpack?
They took it, they put it wherever they may have. Probably up front in the car. They drive off to another location. You hear it. You can hear things, but you can't see anything. The loudest thing is your heartbeat and your breath. Fear climbs.
As I'm in this stressful situation,
Mm-hmm.
I used to have a lot of anxieties, my character. So she's learned to manage it
Okay.
by breathing exercises. So that's what she's gonna be doing.
Okay. And while Zuli is going through her breathing exercises, you can hear the loud panting ease as we zoom in on Vlad, our, let's say, resident creepy priest. He's not creepy, honestly, he's quite a nice person. It's just his pale complexion, his glasses, and white hair that kind of give him an odd vampire
He
look.
is a vampire. All right.
Seems that way.
I don't care what anyone says. He's a vampire.
It's ghoulish in a way, definitely. But,
Vampire.
Vlad, are you there?
Taco. Taco sauce.
Yes.
The camera is zooming in on you. So, as you lay in bed and watch the television, the missing people, it gives you a weird and odd feeling. Something that just makes you feel, at most, and to a weird degree, unpure. It's like bugs crawling under your skin. It's almost like it had something to do with last night, maybe? Those thugs? But they were just kids. They never
I
would
could
do
really
anything
just
like
skip
that.
the plot and sleep it off, you know.
So, do you try to sleep?
No, I feel like you're gonna try and murder me. I'll head over to the church, you know.
So you get up and you make your way towards the church's main room. I don't know what that would be called. Like where you. God, I really wish I would have done more research. And you're a priest too. My bad. You go into the main cathedral and sit. I'm guessing you pray? Or are you making confessions or anything of that nature? Just curious.
No, because I have like an uneasy feeling. I'm gonna like do a perimeter check at the church kind of thing. Like just like what you do when you feel like someone's in your house, you just kind of like go in the rooms and look around kind of thing.
That would be understandable. You look around. There's actually nobody here. Nobody stays up till 12 and goes to church. It's not very common. There is a face in the very, very back. A cross, rosary beads and a cross wrapped around his hand, and he is praying. He has jet black, scraggly hair that is that is gelled back. He has a very handsome face, very angular, smooth. He is incredibly toned and somewhat tall. You could say he's about 6'1", if anything. You could
Yummy.
almost say he's frail, but that doesn't fit, because how lean and toned he is, there is definitely muscle and power behind him. The weird thing you get, though, is an uneasy feeling.
That sounds like me in real life, but better in every aspect. Um,
So not yummy.
yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna like kind of sit down where I am or whatever and just kind of wait till he's done.
After a while, probably around 15 minutes, he comes up and he sits down next to you. Father,
Forgive me for I have sinned.
Yes.
what are you doing up so late? I don't see many priests around at 12 o'clock at night. It is the witching hour after all.
I felt like I should come and check on the church.
Ah. And why would that be? Just a strange feeling?
maybe, or inspiration. I don't know at this point.
He gives you a grin. You would say it's kind, but it's wolfish. His canines are particularly long. And he just looks at you. And he goes, Father, do you think everybody has a second chance?
Heck no, screw off. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'll say yes.
I want you to make me a very, very particular check.
Yeah.
I want
Please
you
don't
to
kill
make me a wits plus.
Oh yeah, this character sheet doesn't roll for me.
Wits plus. Investigation.
Oh, cool. I have that. So, and these are D10s.
Yes.
Do, 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 do. Please give me something good.
Okay. Just a moment. Okay. So. One,
Hey, Stevie.
2, 3, 4.
Why do you have pink fingernails?
Oh, a very nice friend decided to paint them for me, so.
What is his friend's name?
A very beautiful and precious girl by the name of
Mm.
Jacqueline. And we are not going to get into that because you're not buttering me up right now.
They're so fancy. I want to get mine done by them.
All right. I'll have
Do
to
you
let her
think
know.
she'll do mine too?
I don't know. Anyways, let's get back on with it.
Sorry, that was a horrible racist joke.
Connor. I mean, Vlad. There's nothing of note, but the question lingers there. Do you think everybody gets a second chance? How do you respond?
Yeah. So I'm just responding to the question.
Yes, that's all.
Well, what like, is it just like kind of random religion, or is it like something specific? Because
I would say it's somewhere around like any sort of
general game religion.
general religion, Catholic, Mormon. I'm leaning towards Catholic right now, but if you want it to be Mormon or LDS or anything of that nature, you can.
Okay,
I'd say you're like a reverend.
yes.
I'm just going general Catholic-ish for now.
Yes, that's why we have confession stands. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with that.
So how would I go about getting a confession, Father?
Well, would you like to do one?
Sure. I think that would be nice.
Well, then step into this magical little booth and
Yay!
confess.
So, do you step into the booth?
Isn't there like a second booth that I
Yes,
step into?
there is a
Yeah,
second booth.
I do that.
He steps into it. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I have murdered. I have killed. I have kidnapped. Now, if you may, Father, there is a gun pointed right at your kidney right now. I can pull the trigger and you will die. I want you to step out of this booth and we will walk to a car. If you make any trouble, trust me, it will be painful, Father. If you are so a reverend, I hope you believe in God tonight, because he will not be watching over you.
The first thing that popped into my head was nuke the church. Just, hey, I'm not gonna die by myself. Beep boom. I guess I'll comply because I feel like that's how you're gonna make us all meet together.
Good,
That's
Father.
exactly how he's gonna do it.
Please, come along. And he steps behind you. The gun digs into your back. My apologies, Father. Maybe one day I will change.
I hope so, child.
He walks you out to a black car, incredibly expensive gold trim, something very similar to a limousine. Bunch of thugs come out. One kicks your knee, you fall to the ground. They put a bag over your head,
How rude.
a rope around your neck. They zip tie
Double
you.
rude. I'm the only one
Hands
that
and
gets the
feet.
privilege of putting a rope around my neck.
And they throw you into the back.
Oh God.
Somebody is in here. They're breathing a bit calmer than they should be. There's no crying or wailing. You can't tell who they are because of the bag over your head, but they seem to be a girl. This would be
I wonder who it
Azula.
is.
I don't know. Who could it be?
Azuli. The trunk opens and a large man, or, a large thing hits right next to you. Maybe a grunt or a sigh or something, but it's a person.
She yelps slightly as it is put in, as it she was caught out of like a mindless state, and then like all of a sudden, oh shit, something's in here.
A voice comes from looming above, and he goes, "Father, you have sinned as well. You have not reclaimed a debt that you have made, and I have been assigned to reclaim that debt. So here you are." And the trunk closes. If you are claustrophobic, this would be hell. You're locked
Imagine when there's three
Tight.
people in here.
right next to one
Damn.
another.
It's gonna suck.
You assume there's gonna be a third.
And so,
Yeah, third person's gonna die.
The third will be a corpse.
Yeah, because he's not gonna go willingly. We all
No.
know this.
Especially if my character's drunk.
The stupid one.
Anthony, how inebriated are you right now? How
I don't fucking know.
from a 1 to
So
10, how
very.
much you know what? How much have you been drinking tonight?
I'm gonna go with a 4.
Okay, you're not bad. You're buzzing though. You're definitely buzzing. Are you a talker at the bar? Do you like to talk to the bartender?
Oh, I thought you asked if I wanted a taco. I was like,
I want a taco.
No.
Can I have a taco, please? Can we just like
You are a
start doing the
taco.
podcasts at your house and everyone gets a taco?
Yay!
I'm probably not at the bar. I'm probably in a corner booth,
Okay. Do
Like-
you?
the darkest part of the bar.
I hate to ask
Because
this,
he's a
but
loner.
you say you're a loner. Have you made any connections with the bartender or the waitresses? Do you ever at least say hello and get a smile or anything?
I'm probably at least on friendly terms with the bartender and the waitresses.
Okay.
Like I'll say hi.
Yeah.
I won't
Try and
be
get
like
cheaper
a
drinks.
douche.
Let me find a random name generator. Hold on.
Bridget.
Thank you. That'll work.
Let me find a random name generator. Just like roll a die.
You're sitting in your corner booth. Very little in your drink. Then you slam the last of it down. You stare out the window, and the nice, warm, almost candle-like lights play very well with the dripping of rain on the windowsill. You see a very expensive car sitting outside. Black, almost limousine-like, with gold trim. Very expensive indeed. Probably something you might like to buy one day. I mean, you definitely have the money from the kind of work you do. But who knows? You might just be a simple man. Live a simple life and do simple things. And that's okay. Nobody ever judges that, or at least I don't.
To put it simply. But I'm
One of the more, let's say, one of the waitresses who has been working here for a long time just because she can't pick up a steady job anywhere else. She's intelligent. She wants to get into medical school, actually. She knows a few things. Her name is Bridget. She has black hair put up in a ponytail, a young face, and is eager. Whenever she sees you, she just likes to talk. You're the only one who really listens to her, and the rest of them either grab, slap her ass, or do something of that nature. You stop it, though, and she's appreciative of it, at the least. You're a good man, and it's nice to have good people like you, even if it is just friendship. She walks over with a scotch, and she comes over and puts it on the table. On the house.
Awfully kind.
Hey, anything for a regular customer like you? So how has your night been, Max? Or at
it's
least your
poisoned.
weekend?
It's same old, same old. Another day in paradise.
Indeed. Fuck, I wish I would just get out of here, Max. It'd be nice.
Then why don't you?
I. The money isn't good enough to pay for med school. You know how it is. I think
I know some people. I could put in a good word.
I couldn't. It's so much, Max. Don't even. She actually blushes and giggles a little bit. I'm curious. I'm getting off around, I don't know, later. Probably around 3. Do you want to stick around a little bit? Maybe have a drink after? Or walk me home? I heard about those missing people reports and everything. I'm just a little bit scared, you know?
Yeah. I'll stick around.
So I guess you're a flirty drunk?
Well, not really flirting. I'm just overly friendly when I'm getting drunk, apparently.
Hey,
Cool.
Max, you're a little bit. Your your nose and cheeks are a little bit. Are you drunk? That's.
I wouldn't say drunk, but I've had a few.
She smiles. Well, I'll make sure to keep them coming then. Just, I'll need to have you sober by 3.
Hopefully, I'll be by then.
Oh, and hey, there's some really sketchy dude asking for you outside. He told Bill, and you know Bill as the bartender. He told Bill that he was looking for you. And since you're a regular, I thought you might know him.
What does he look like?
Black, jet black hair, super toned, kinda tall. It doesn't sound like Bradley, but it's not familiar. I haven't heard of that before.
Can't think of him off the top of my head, but
He's wearing this weird beanie. It's like a ghost face. Kind of weird dude. I just got the chills from looking at him. Just if you do go and talk to him, be careful, Max.
I will. Don't have to worry about me.
She smiles and goes to serve the others. What do you do?
Uh, I'm going to make it look like I'm reaching for the drink she just brought me,
Okay.
but I'm gonna knock it off the table.
It breaks and shatters. She comes running over. Oh, is everything okay?
Yeah, just getting a little clumsy. Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it. You're always clumsy, Max. She waves a finger at you and does like a tisk tisk and starts to clean up the broken glass on the floor.
Why does Anthony get all the girls?
Because I'm the better looking. I don't know.
True, but like, ouch.
Hey, I have to get the girls at least in the fantasy world because I can't fucking get them in real life.
Same.
Damn.
Daniel.
Watch him fail, and
What?
I'll be like,
I
Oh,
can't
God.
say anything anymore.
you're totally gonna fail, okay?
And
No matter
what
what
she,
world you're in, you can't get no girls.
hey, I've at least had one successful event with a female. Okay.
Oh? Oh, really?
Yeah. It. Fuck. What game was it?
What? I highly doubt this. See, you can't even think of the time.
Oh, I can't remember. It was Into the Odd. I got laid in Into the Odd.
You did get laid. God.
What?
Yeah. That
No.
was...
That's bullshit. I don't believe it.
These games get steamy, man.
I mean, I wasn't playing a male character at the time. I was playing a female character,
Oh, okay. Then I totally understand.
and it was another female that I was laid with. So
Yeah, okay. That's understandable. Just as a male, you can never get no girls.
nope.
Maybe a boy. You can get a boy.
Okay.
I'm not going for little boys. That'd be weird.
All right. Let's
How
get
about
back
big
into it.
boys? Ooh.
So,
I don't like boys.
as she's cleaning up the glass and spilled scotch, what do you do? Or what are you planning? Because I can sense some sort of scheming.
I'm going to help her clean up the glass.
Alrighty.
And while I'm doing that, I'm going to discreetly look around the bar for anything out of the ordinary. Like anybody that's like watching me or
There is one person. It's Bradley. Bradley's in the corner, sipping away at whiskey or scotch. Black leather jacket. It's just him, though. But that's not who she was talking about, and weirdly enough, why would
No.
Bradley be here?
because he's a fucking creep. I don't know.
He just keeps glancing up, and if you look at him and he looks back at you, he'll give a wave like, hey, what's up? But that's about all.
Me, watching you, sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum.
So what are you going for here, Max?
I'm just gonna
Next
Keep-
meeting.
helping her clean up, and when it's done, I'll sit back down after apologizing profusely again and again.
Okay. That's all good. So will you stay here till 3 then, or are you going to go out and talk?
I'm gonna try and stay till 3,
Okay.
unless someone comes over to talk to me.
Nope. Nobody goes over to talk to you. Bradley leaves around 1 o'clock. Yet that car sits outside. It's 3. Bridget comes around out of the back, locks the doors and everything. Alright, well, we're closing up shop. How about that walk, huh?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Just get going.
She opens the door, and you notice she is still wearing her waiter clothing. Not the apron, of course, but like the white button-up shirt and the skirt and black leggings. And you notice something. She starts shivering. She's cold. Just minor information. It is raining, after all.
I'll take off my spare jacket and give it to her.
Okay. She goes, "Oh, no, you don't have to." And she immediately shuts up when it's around her. She puts it around her and she just smiles. There's not a lot of talk unless you want to talk about anything. Do you guys want to talk about anything? Or do you want to talk about anything with her? Just small talk, life.
The late night activities.
No,
Okay.
I won't bring any conversation up.
She makes some small talk here and there. Medical school, how the parents have been. Her dad's kind of an asshole, but that's how he always is. Always telling her to get a job and all that. And just as she starts to say something, like she goes to turn to you. You know, Max, I've been meaning to tell you. You're a really nice guy, and not a lot of guys are like you. That's when a man in a gray hoodie, a white beanie that folds up into a ghost mask, 3 circular shapes to make a ghost face. The hoodie is over it, and jet black hair. His eyes are the first thing you notice, and as an assassin or bounty hunter, you know them right off the bat. Those are eyes of somebody who has seen shit. Deep shit, like you have. They've killed. No doubt about it. His left hand is in his pocket, and he's carrying around a thing. A cup. That's what it is, my bad. A red solo cup. And he shakes it around. Change. He walks up to you. You notice he is thin, but not frail, extremely muscular and toned. And if you may, please make me an investigation plus wits roll.
God damn it! I forgot there's no buttons for this shit.
Yep. Werewolf
Investigation
is so
plus
nice.
wits.
Because their character sheets make sense, but their system is absolutely fucking all over the place.
D10s.
Indeed.
Jeez, what the fuck? 666. Dear Lord,
The number of the beast.
I don't like this.
There's something off about him. You can't tell what, though. Something that's unnerving even to you. There is a darkness, an aura that surrounds him. He walks up to you. Change? Sir?
As he's getting it closer, I'm gonna obviously recognize him from the description that what's her name gave me at the bar,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna turn to him and say in like a quieter voice to try and stop her from really getting it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, just let me walk the lady home, and I'll go with you wherever you want to go.
I don't know about that, bud. Just look at me. Look, she'll get home safe. Trust me.
How far away does she live again?
You guys are only... I said halfway there, but it's a short walk. It's probably like not even 15 minutes. You guys are a couple, I don't know, 20, 30 feet, maybe even 50 feet away from her house. Her apartment, actually. It's a rugged place in downtown.
As long as you can assure me that she gets there safe.
Yes, I will. Now tell her you have some things to deal with. Is that understood? And then you
Yeah.
come with me. Good.
As long as it's more friendly than I'm assuming you are treating other people you're picking up around town.
I can assure you, it's all friendly, my friend. And,
I don't know.
if I may...
Doesn't sound like it, but
Oh, it is. We just have a few debts to talk over, if that's okay.
Let me have a private word with the lady then.
Of course.
Now, while we have a quiet moment alone, let's talk.
What
She's
the fuck?
she's
I'm
shaky.
sorry.
and
I'm
sh-
sorry. I tried to make a joke.
She's shaky and
But I was
she's
too
nervous.
quiet.
She's shaky and she what?
She's nervous.
Nervous.
Is everything okay, Max? That dude's really fucking creepy.
Yeah, he doesn't really give off an aura of anything nice or good. But listen, you make sure that you get home. He said he's got some friends that are gonna watch out for you, but I wouldn't trust them. But make sure that you get home. Don't answer the door for anybody.
Okay. I'll call one of my friends over tonight. I don't think they'll mind.
You should probably call more than one. You know, safety in numbers and everything.
Is everything okay, Max? What are you getting yourself into?
Everything will be fine.
Everything is
Just
not.
some debts that need to be reclaimed.
Okay. I'll see you later, Max. And she takes a step away, turns around real fast, gives you a kiss on the cheek, and starts jogging in the rain back.
Aww.
It's my first kiss.
Fuck! I tried to keep a straight face. And then you're like, it's my first
My
kiss.
first kiss.
Alright.
Wow.
I'll turn back and start walking towards Ghostface, and I'll say, "Lead the way."
Your name, by the way, sir?
My
You
name?
don't know it?
Yes, I just want to hear it.
Name's Max.
Good to know. You can call me Echo. Or Jasper, if it so.
Why does he get a formal introduction and the rest of us don't?
Because we were abducted in a less hospitable way.
Very much less hospitable. I was pulled through a freaking window.
Oh God.
I probably have some freaking glass stuck in me or something.
You do actually, you're pretty cut up. No damage, but it
Ow.
hurts and stings, and you might have
So
an infection.
rude.
You see,
Wow.
on the
Everyone
inside, this guy's probably seething because I made him wait for like several hours.
He seems perfectly calm and collected.
Yeah, someone can put on an outward appearance. Like I put on an outward appearance, and I'm perfectly fine inside.
Yeah,
But on the
so
inside, I'm
do
actually
I.
dying. So
Seriously,
Same.
Max,
everyone thinks that I'm super scary, but inside I'm actually a cinnamon roll, and I don't like it. All my friends are scared of me.
Max, I will have to ask you
Probably.
something. You're gonna need to be tied up. Mask put over your head. If not, you will be hurt. Is that understood?
Why didn't I get
is
Echo?
the tied
I
up
want
being
Echo.
is the being tied up have to be necessary?
Yes. Yes, it
Being
does.
tied up is very kinky, so yes.
Because the only reason why I'm being formal with you, Max, is because you're deadly. The little girl had a gun in her backpack, but other than that, I know you could easily put on a fight. Let me say it this way. You're the closest person that I can call an equal, and that's somewhat exciting for me.
All I can do is bless people.
All I can do is all I can do is like say some higgity boogity, and then oh wow, now you're cursed.
Before we get to the whole really weird kinky shit, I have a question. I actually have a couple questions.
Sure, go for it. And he gives a
You-
wolfish grin.
You're gonna be taking my tools, right?
Damn straight. I'll make sure they're safe, though.
Can I not be thrown in the boot of a car? Cause not really big fan of tight spaces.
Fine. Since you've been so respectable tonight, I'll make sure you get well, let's say the back seat.
You got some friends in the alley?
You're too smart for your own good, Max. Come along.
Why did I get anything nice? I got kicked in the knee and thrown in a trunk. Let's just try to be
Wow.
nice.
I'm gonna assume a couple
Wow.
guys walk out of the alley.
5 people.
Special
5
treatment.
very strangely similar body shapes and heights walk out, but the masks cover their
Duplicates,
faces.
clones, evil. Wait! Does this mean Anthony's like Boba Fett and these are all the stormtroopers?
Oh my
Stone troopers?
god.
The thugs walk out.
Oh my goodness.
They put a zip tie around your wrists and then a rope
Wait,
on
no,
top of
no,
that.
no,
Oh.
don't get to the tying up part yet.
Okay.
As they come out, I'm gonna be all act calm and stuff and be like, "Hello, gentlemen," and then I'll start like pulling my weapons and stuff out and just handing it to them.
You notice something. Not all of these people are male. Like I said, they look
Gentlemen
familiar.
and ladies.
Wait. So
Looks
does
like
that
my
mean like
story.
the women are super tall too, or not that similar?
No.
It's either the women are super ripped or the men are very feminine. Therefore, they look like they have the same build.
Put it this way, there
Somewhere in the middle.
is a massive man, bulky. There is another man
Sure
who
it's
is
man,
a
it could
little
be
bit
woman.
shorter
That's Miss
but
Jack's
still
fucking
bulky,
mouth.
toned, and ripped. There are scars lying over his shoulders. There are 2 girls, and there's one in a black hoodie. He's not necessarily wearing his mask all the way down. You can see scruff and very long, brown, dusty blonde hair. The mask is covering just about right over his nose so you can't see his eyes. You notice that they're not professionals at this, though. There's only one, and it's the somewhat bulky guy. And you notice something. These look like the 5 thugs that you seen last night.
Ah,
No wonder why they're not professional. Especially when you're handing the girls the weapons. You can see the one almost start to shake, seeing the crossbow, the scythes, and whatever else you have in your pockets.
so we meet again. Do be gentle when tying me up. Not a big fan of this type of foreplay. Oh, and my safe word's pineapples, and I'll wink at them.
I know.
The guy
Right.
who you suspect to be Bradley chuckles a little bit and he goes, well, shit. He pulls the zip tie very tight and he goes, can't wait to hear pineapples.
Wasn't really talking to you, Bradley, but I mean, if that's what you want, then pineapples it is.
Oh my
He just chuckles and puts the zip ties, a layer of rope, and the bag around your head. And he does whisper in your ear, I don't know what's gonna happen tonight, Max. I hope nothing bad. Okay? If anything does happen bad, I'm sorry. Is that understood?
Yeah, I'm
Can
as
fuck
sorry
already?
as you are.
I mean, the bromance is so strong here.
I didn't mean to do this. So, you're thrown into the car, and it drives off. We should be ending somewhat soon. So, yeah.
As we're driving away, does the bag over my head smell?
No.
It's actually quite
That's
clean.
a strange
No.
question to ask.
Hey, I just thought that if it smelled, I could say something, but since it's clean, then I don't have anything to say.
No, it's fresh.
Can I kick the person in the back seat with me just to
Yes.
make sure that they're alive?
Ow.
Vlad, you get kicked really hard in your back, right in the
I
spine.
didn't mean to do it.
Can I hear the ruckus that they're making back
Okay,
there?
fine.
You
I
hear
hit
a-
hard, I guess.
Ow! Or something of that nature.
I'm sorry to break this to you, but that hurt.
As I'm listening to this, I'm gonna just be like, I see that we have a couple other friends.
Just like, sorry, I didn't mean to do it that hard. Just wanted to
Everyone
make sure you were
remains
alive.
quiet.
God.
Bet I'm gonna yell. I'm kidding. No, I won't.
Yell.
You guys are driven up, or at least from what our viewers can see. The camera pans out, and they drive for around about an hour out into the middle of, well, to say the least, butt fuck nowhere in Louisiana. Or New Orleans. What the fuck am I talking about? My apologies.
I was like, that's a fucking hell of a
I'm
drive.
so tired. I haven't been getting much sleep. So,
Neither have I, buddy.
way
Neither have I.
out in the boonies. You guys get pulled out, not by any means nicely.
Oh, keep your
Zuli,
hands off. I'm a lady after all.
somebody throws you right over their shoulder.
Let me just hit them in the back with my tied up hands. Just like,
It
careful.
does
Wait,
absolutely
If your hands
nothing.
are tied behind your back, then you're not gonna be able to
They
hit
were
them
tied
very
behind
well.
my back. I thought they were tied in front of me. Frick.
Even if they are tied in front of you and you hit that person, it will do absolutely nothing.
Not
Them-
supposed to. It's just to be like, hey, be a little nicer. Fuck nut.
He grips you just a little bit tighter.
Asshole.
Max, there are two people. They're leading you by the elbows, hands interlocked. You notice that one person is behind you, probably with a gun pointed at your back. Vlad,
That's not very nice. Can you not point that at me?
just a precaution.
Understandable. But I don't know what you think I'm gonna do. I'm already outnumbered. And unarmed.
Good of you to notice, Max. Vlad, you are merely just taken by one hand.
Wow.
I don't have any weapons.
Wow.
You guys are
This
led
pisses
into
me
somewhere.
off.
It's dark.
I feel like you're playing favorites. You're playing favorites, aren't you?
My character is a mercenary.
You guys are led down some stone
Oh, no,
stairs.
He's not a mercenary. He's an assassin. Never mind.
From what everybody
That's
can
the same
see,
freaking thing.
as a viewer, the house is spick and span. It's 2 stories tall, and there are books on anatomy, medicine, and so much more in here. Martial arts, the way to clean a weapon, the cleanest way to do this, law, politics, so on and so forth. The man with the ghost mask pulls it off, grabs his duffel bag, and starts going down a set of stone stairs. There's a massive, large metal door that he unlocks, around 3 locks, and he goes down there. You guys are led down into this basement. Down there, surgical tools, power tools, and more is there. It is completely a stone basement. Nothing more, nothing less, just concrete. The bags are taken off of your heads, and that is what you are met with. Some stairs
end of
off
the game,
to your
Pumpkin.
left.
Of course, I don't see this because I'm draped over someone's freaking shoulder.
You get
Cough,
dropped
cough.
hard onto the stone cold concrete floor.
Let me just
Thud.
discreetly flip you off, dickface.
You flip him off. You get the bag over your face taken off, and you are met with the man. Razuli, this
Yeah?
was the man who so methodically cut up your mother and put her into body bags.
Even more reason to flip him off.
You flip him off. Don't worry about that, girlie. Do it again, I dare you.
3, 2, 1. I'm gonna do it again.
As soon as you put that middle finger up, he grabs the middle joint and pops it backward. Snap!
Oh.
So how'd that work out for you?
Don't piss me
Worth
off,
it.
girlie, or else I'm gonna fucking cut it off. Is that understood? One of
Ooh, someone's in a bad mood.
One of the girls. Let me look at the names real quick. It was Jax, the girl in the leather jacket and beanie. Incredibly sassy and gives zero fucks from what you remember. She looks at the man by the name of Jasper. What the fuck, dude? We never said anything about that. We were here to fucking bring them here, teach them a lesson. That's not teaching them a lesson. That girl is like, what? Fucking 15? 16? You just broke her damn finger.
It's not broken. It's fine. Just hurts.
No, that's more than hurt. He snapped it practically. It is not at an angle that it should be. It is down
Let me
instead
just
of up.
readjust it, and that's fine.
You readjust it, and I'll cut it off too, girly. Is that understood? Keep it where it's at. Be in pain.
Threaten her again, I'll shove my scythe right up your ass.
Max, I thought we were being formal.
We were until you threatened a little child. Until you threatened a child.
A child.
I think you said what you meant.
All of you have to pay. The girl by the name of Jax walks up to him and says, "Fuck you, man. I ain't doing this shit." A gun gets pulled out. A very, very clean gun. A 45 USP, military issue. Holds around 10 rounds. Bang. Right into her kneecap. She falls over. He looks over to the others. If any of you have anything to say, you're gonna end up like her. Is that understood? They nod. He drags her to the back. He pulls out his duffel bag and starts laying out tools. A hacksaw. You notice now that he pulls back a curtain off to your right. It is blue. And there lies a bathtub about the size of a jacuzzi. And he cuts her right arm off. The squish of tissue and tendon ripping. Then it hits the bone. Max, you're not necessarily used to anything like this. You're mostly fast and clean with your work. This is different. He enjoys it. There's a smile on his face as the hacksaw slowly but surely tears through her right arm. She is still alive at this moment, too, screaming in pain, wailing for her mother and her friends to help her, but all her friends can do is stand back. Then, the left arm, and he continues on to the leg. This is where she starts losing blood. He rummages around in the duffel bag for a minute and pulls out adrenaline, and he stabs it right into her heart. Then, the cascading pain washes over her again, and she screams. Then, her left leg. He pulls out an axe, takes off his clothes, and gets to the head. He throws his clothes off to the side and puts on something similar to a sauna suit. It is all made of plastic. He starts putting the body parts into bags. When the head is chopped off, the eyes roll. The head slowly creeps across the floor and is staring right at you guys. Urzuli, you have the urge to puke.
I hold it back in my mouth as I have my eyes scrunched shut, a few tears rolling down my face, as it's just too vivid and it reminds me too much of what he did to my mother.
As he puts the body parts in the bags, he tells you, or I guess he tells the thugs, one of you, grab the little girl, make her watch. Is that understood? The larger, bulkier man walks over. He whispers into your ear, "I'm sorry." And he forces your eyes open. There, the woman's head, her tongue rolled out, the blood leaking across in a crimson pool across the floor. Her eyes are ghostly white, and a scream can be heard that echoes through your head. Her spirit is at unrest. You can hear the words, "Help me, help me, help me," over and over again. Mom, Bradley, Eileen, Leo, help me. And it echoes in your head. He grabs the head and he kisses it on the lips. Much like your mother, Azruli. Such a fine specimen. He takes one of the hands on the... He puts the hand into a bag. Then each other part until he reaches the left hand, which is the last piece, and he starts breaking fingers methodically. For fun, it seems. It's all put away. And he puts it into a suitcase. Nothing leaks out. And you are all stuck with this image in your head. A figure can be seen as the light flickers upstairs. The electronics beep. A creature that looks very much like the girl of Jax is pulling at her jaw. Blood is leaking out. Her eyes are wild and her hair is white. She screams, and the only one who can hear it is Azruli, as this figure twitches in the shadows. That is where we will leave off tonight, everybody.
I just have one complaint.
Yeah.
Why is everyone else getting a really nice treatment and I'm just tortured?
Trust me, next episode everything will come together. I promise.
I don't like this.
Probably because I'm not being sassy.
Okay, this dude hit my mother. I'm allowed to flip him off. Alright, that's the least that I could do.
Well, everybody, I do hope you enjoyed this episode of A Debt to Be Claimed, our Mortal World of Darkness campaign. I do hope it is World of Darknessy enough for you. Bye-bye.
Stevie.
Bye-bye.
Anthony, say your bye.
Bye.